Riverbend Talent on the Big Z, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company and by Mr. Matt Van Vorst of all his favorite places. He likes donuts, Mr. Donuts.
He does. He likes donuts. He likes cars.
He likes Riverbend Talent.
He likes Riverbend Talent.
He likes Halpin Music.
He really likes me. Really likes me.
No, that's Matt Tall.
Whatever. As long as somebody named Matt likes me, I can go on living. I've got a reason. That's all I need.
All right. Well, it's a family affair tonight.
It's a family affair indeed. Welcoming back to the show.
We're talking jeans.
Affectionately
Blue
known.
jeans.
Well,
Sorta.
or maybe we're talking about an old biblical crew. We
That's
don't know. we don't know. They might have unleavened bread. They might have nice, pants. We don't know what they got. We're gonna find out.
How about an old friend with a new band?
An old friend with a new band, affectionately known as Jody Grinder.
Right.
Mr. Jody Grinder, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me, fellas. Appreciate it.
He's getting affectionate with you already.
That's all right. Listen, I'm going to change my name to Matt so he'll like me.
There you go. Matt Grinder.
Matt Grinder.
Also joining us, the roadie.
Yeah.
The roadie, Brent Walker.
Yes. Welcome to the show, Brent.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now
I was surprised to see Brent. He's been on the show before.
I have.
We do a lot of
Vintage
drinking
voices.
Vintage voices.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was one of the first Halloween shows, I think. That's been back years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Twice on Vintage Voices. Alton Little Theater does an amazing job in this community.
he was nice enough to talk to us about the riverfront at the time, remember? And the amphitheater.
That's right.
And then that snowballed into an election topic. I couldn't believe it. Like later, you guys were on air, all the mayor candidates, and boy, that just went on and on. That was a big deal during that election. So I'm glad you're on top of things, Big Ben, with your in-depth.
I'm never on top of it.
You're just trying to get a gig down there. I know.
Hey, man, can my band play? No, you guys can't play it.
And Lenny Levi, affectionately known as Matt Grinder.
Matt Grinder.
Better than
I like
Jody
it.
Foster.
He was on with us. Right?
You're not living that down, buddy. I'm sorry.
And that's the episode with Flip the Frog, the first time they were on. Jody and that band.
First time that I met Jody Grinder, and apparently I called him Jody Foster on a few occasions. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where I am right now. I have no idea what's happening.
Well, I mentioned the name Levi.
Yes.
So back to that.
Yes, because
This
as you
band-
said, it's a family affair today.
Yeah.
So we mentioned that Jody had been on with Flip the Frog, but an old friend with a new band. It's Porch Cafe is the new band.
Right.
Porch Cafe and quite a few family members. Quite a few
family.
Okay,
Matter of fact,
so-
3 of my adult, I call them my kids, but they're all adults. The youngest one is 30 this year. So that tells you how old I'm getting.
So Pigpen, remember back during the thing where they shut down all the stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And you talked about, this would be a good time for bands to get together and, write some music.
I do.
Well, a lot of families were stuck together during that time. It'd be a really good time if you're with your family to start a band. Right? And you guys started by doing Facebook requests, right?
Somebody sent Olivia a Facebook request. They said, "Oh, you ought to just post a song." And this was during our lockdown. And so she did. Her and my son Will, he played guitar, and they sang a song on her front porch. And then she started getting requests. And more requests, and more requests. It was like unfreaking believable. The amount of requests that she got to post songs during our lockdown. So she did it. And that's how the whole darn thing started.
Then she needed a backup band.
She needed a bass player.
Yeah, I'll keep singing, but somebody's got to back me up here. So that's your daughter, Olivia.
Yeah.
And joining Olivia, you've got Will Levi.
Will, yep. He's the youngest of my 3 in the band. He's the one that'll be 30 this year. He's a monster guitar player and an excellent singer.
And then your son, Lenny Levi
Lenny
Jr.
Jr., yes. He's another excellent guitar player, keyboard player, harmonica, everything the guy touches turns to music. I hate him. Phenomenal. Yeah.
So Will and Lenny both multi-instrumentalists.
Yes, and they've been in they've actually been in other bands with albums out. They were in Avenue and what was the other name? Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
It was a long time
I got
ago.
that album from Oh Gosh. That Oh Gosh album is classic.
It was a while back when they were kids, but they were really good. And I'm not kidding when I tell a story about how horrible they were when they were learning. And they were,
Everyone was when
we
they
all were,
learning,
yeah,
man.
damn right we were.
Some of us still are.
Yeah, but man, they've just gotten so much better. They're just amazing musicians and talented across the board. And then you've got Jason McAtee joined the band, and a lot of folks know Jason. He's been around forever, and he's a phenomenal singer. He's filling in for me right now because I have an injury. I can't play. I can't even pick up my guitar. So he is filling in on the bass and singing and just doing a magnificent job. And what a nice guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Who am I missing? Brent McCarty is playing the guitar right now. The lead guitar. I say right now, he's not going anywhere. That guy's amazing. He is a monster guitar player. He looks like Michael J. Fox. I mean, he is just amazing guitar player. And what a heck of a nice guy, and his whole family is. And then T.J. Callahan's playing the drums and doing a fantastic job there, too. I mean, he's just, you guys know T.J. He's been over here before with us. He's just something else, and the guy's got a personality that won't stop.
Well, and you mentioned your daughter Olivia singing. She also plays keys.
She does, yeah.
She plays keys.
All the kids play multiple instruments.
So you got a pretty big band here.
Yeah.
That's
6 people on stage with a full-time sound guy. Don Lanier is the sound guy, and he's been doing sound for, if I said, I don't want to say his age, but if I said 50 years, he's been, Don's been around a long time.
Yeah, all over the country.
Yeah, he's worked with some major acts in his time.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
he
got a
has.
podcast with Don. It was fun to do.
Yeah. So there you go, man. That's that. So I bring up the big lineup because that's trying to get this many musicians is like trying to herd some gnats. For
Or
like
cats,
a practice.
yeah.
I mean, it's not easy to get this many people together on a regular practicing schedule.
Unless you're a family trapped in the pandemic.
Well, then we're no longer trapped, though.
Yeah,
so
we're no longer trapped, but we still get together and rehearse twice a week.
Right.
twice a week.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite a bit for a band of this size.
It's a scheduling nightmare sometimes,
yeah.
but you
can
set
see
it
that.
up and you make it happen. That's all there to it.
And the Porch Cafe, the name spawning from the first video, I guess.
Yeah, on her porch,
Right.
on Olivia's porch. It was that she just came up with that, and it
Was
just,
that Ring of Fire?
I think it was Ring of Fire. If that was the first or second, and she didn't do the Johnny Cash version.
Right.
She did the sister-in-law version.
Right, yeah.
Of Ring of Fire. And she's actually, people don't know this, but she's actually trained, formally trained in classical music, opera, and everything. And that girl can freaking wail. Yeah,
Went to Lewis and Clark and then SIUE.
We do a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Right.
we participate and collaborate with Lewis and Clark. We haven't done anything with SIUE, but she has.
Yeah.
But we recently did the choir ensemble.
Right.
For
That was on 420.
Yeah, that was for Lewis and Clark College. That was a lot of fun. It was all
Blame
boogie
It on
songs.
Boogie. Yeah.
So believe it or not, a couple of those songs have made it to the playlist. So we're
Okay.
going to keep them in there because they're just fun. Hard as heck, but they're fun.
So was the choir like performing with you guys?
Yeah,
The whole choir.
Yeah,
That's
we were the
nice.
band for the choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that and I wondered what it was like.
So I just got to know, like from a sort of a technical standpoint, you're the backup band for a choir. Is the choir mic'd in any way?
There were overheads.
There was overheads. Okay, I'm just trying to picture from a sound man's standpoint dealing with a choir over a rock band. That just to mix the choir as a whole is what I'm. You know what I'm.
Well, some
what I'm
people
thinking.
call it Queen.
Queen.
Call it Queen.
Yeah.
Call it Queen, huh?
They had a
So-
choir with them, it sounded like.
They did a version of Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, wow.
The Heart version when they were doing the tribute to Led Zeppelin. And the choir did a fantastic job. It was amazing. But with the band and the choir and everything that came together out there at the college in the hall, it was fantastic. I mean, just amazing.
I think Pink Floyd's performed with a choir. Just to,
Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Pink Floyd. Yeah, probably.
So just thinking of some live videos where I seen, choirs set up
yeah.
on stage because he was talking about how difficult that would be
Yeah,
to.
yeah. It just seems like that would be a task to sort of.
Oh, it's a sound guy nightmare.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's kind of when as you said it, I'm like, man, that sounds like that'd be a chore. But no, it
And
would
then
be
doing
fun.
boogie music. So like what?
Hard stuff, too.
Right.
Yeah. So like what's some of the songs?
They did Blame It on the Boogie, Boogie Nights, Boogie Down, Boogie in My Underwear. They did Boogie everything. It was
Okay.
Boogie.
Boogie in my nose.
So
It was Boogie. Yeah,
songs
it
that
was fun.
start with boogie.
Right. Or end with boogie.
I think I seen that on Jeopardy. It was one of the things. I don't know.
Right.
I don't understand Jeopardy. Something happens on it.
I don't understand Jeopardy. I understand Wheel of Fortune, but then they go to Jeopardy and I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So there you
So
go.
Olivia, is that her
Olivia,
surname?
yeah.
Right. She's not just a singer. She plays drums, piano, and mandolin too, right?
Yes, she does.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
She hasn't played the drums on any songs yet, but she has played the keyboard, and she plays piano. And we haven't had a mandolin song that we just had to play, to be honest with you. But yeah, all the kids play multiple instruments.
I've been to your website.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a bad looking website.
A little creepy the way you said it, though. I've been to your
Right.
website.
Visit website. What is that? PorchCafe.com?
Porch Cafe, yeah, www.porchcafe.com.
Right.
We've got the videos up. We've got the Dawg Nation
Right.
up there.
Which is a charity for hockey.
Yeah, that's the St. Louis Blues alumni charity that they have. So we're the official band for the St. Louis Blues alumni. We will have the River Dragons up there soon. It's my fault that it's not there because I'm in charge of the website. I just haven't gotten it up there yet. But yeah, we're the official band of the Alton River Dragons. So they're having their Meet the Players party festival down here on the 30th? 31st.
Yep.
Yeah,
By
the
Cats.
31st, right down by Cat Daddy's. So we'll be playing for a couple hours down there, and they'll be introducing the players for our third season, which, by the way, we do live national anthem for every game, every home game.
Right.
The only team in the league that's done live, and I'm telling you, it's catching on. Other teams are starting to do it for as much as they can, but we've done it since they started. So that's super big deal for us.
Right. And you organize that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I put it together, and I'm still looking for a few spots to be filled. If any of you out there want to sing the national anthem at a River Dragons
There you
game,
go.
let me know. Look me up, Jody Grinder on Facebook.
Okay.
There you go, and the official River Dragons band. So what does that entail other than playing at the party that we mentioned?
Free beer.
I didn't know if you actually got
That's
to
a good
play.
deal.
I didn't know if you got to play at some of the games.
Yeah, we'll have one or two of the games. We haven't really worked out a schedule yet.
Right.
We're still figuring out who's doing what because they've got other people coming in. Some major league players will come in to throw out the first pitch. Dallas Martz, he's the manager of the team. He's got some other acts that he plans on having there. Well, heck, we had what's his name from Backstreet Boys there.
You sung with them last year.
Yeah,
right,
last
Alton.
year he came up and sang with the band when we played. So that was just a fun time, and the crowd out there for the River Dragons is growing so much. I mean, it's just amazing how well they've done over,
Oh.
a 2-year, 2.5
Second
year.
season in, they were 3 innings away from winning the World Series in the
In
their
the Prospect
division.
League.
They went to the final in the Prospect Leagues. They were up by 4 runs in the 7th inning and then ran out of pitching. They almost had it. But second season in to get to the finals is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the
Yeah.
crowds are getting big out there too. It's
Good crowds
Phenomenal
out there.
event.
They've
Nice.
got decent food. I mean, it's ball stadium food. They do have beer. That's one of my favorite things, as well as everything else: water, soda, lemonade.
Yeah, awesome. And those games, when do they get kicked off? When's the season?
So, June 1st is the first game.
Yeah.
The Meet the Players is May 31st.
31st, yeah.
Yeah. So that's down at Cats. June 1st out at Gordon Moore.
Is the first
That's their
season
first
opener.
season opener game.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then we
Excellent.
just take off from there all the way up until August 2nd, I believe, is the last game of the year.
of the regular season.
Yeah.
But as we know, they're going to go on past that.
They're going to win it
Oh,
all
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
doing
saying,
extremely
confidence here. They're going to go great. So there you go. And how did you tell people how to get a hold of you for if they want to sing the national anthem?
Oh, yeah. Check me out at JODY Grinder on Facebook. If
Matt
you want
Grinder also.
Yeah, Matt Grinder.
Jody Foster.
That's Matt just because I want Big Pen to like me.
I would imagine porchcafe.com would be a good place.
Porchcafe.com.
Yeah, there
you
you
can
go.
send us a message on there if you want to do it there, or Facebook on Porch Cafe. Just reach out to us if you'd like to give it a shot, or if you know somebody that'd like to give it a shot. It can be an individual. It can be a church choir, or we don't care. We're open to any and everybody. If you want to get out and promote your organization, come out and sing the anthem with us.
There you
We'd
go.
love to have you.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about your kids.
All
Can
right.
we? Can we?
Yeah,
Can we,
absolutely.
Dad? Please, Dad.
Love to talk about
Okay.
the kids.
Let's start with Junior.
All
He
right.
plays the keys, guitar, bass, drums, an instrument I can't pronounce. Ocarina.
Ocarina, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a little a flute. It's got a round body with a tube on it, and it's got like 3 or 4 holes. It's an ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he plays that. He
And
plays
saxophone, right?
Saxophone, the harmonica, everything the guy touches turns into music. He picked up a rock the other day and was playing Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
he just,
So he's been playing since you can remember?
yeah, he was 12 or 13 when he picked up his first instrument, and he just took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Will was too. He was about the same age when he picked up and started playing.
Some interesting notes about Will here that I'd like to touch on.
All right.
He knew Robin Williams. Is that made up?
Robin Williams? I don't know if he knew Robin Williams.
I wondered if some of the stuff I was reading on the website was just to see if someone would read this.
Might have been. I don't know if he knew Robin Williams. He may have. I mean, he's been around. I mean, he lived in China for 2 years.
Right,
a little over 2
that's
years.
down here, played in China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's good at math.
Oh yeah, very.
So what is
That's the
that?
time he spent in
Well,
China.
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, he's very good at math. And
All
Junior,
right, so-
we didn't even touch on that. He lived for a year in South Korea, and he played bass for a touring band
Okay.
that was in South Korea. So
Is that why they were over there with bands?
no, they were over there for study abroad stuff.
Okay.
I mean, just to go overseas,
Yeah.
have fun.
He was over there because he liked that K-pop music.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I do know that you guys are got some gigs coming up, got some shows, and a big one out at Roper's coming up.
Oh yeah, we've got some great stuff coming up. So as we mentioned, the 31st is the Meet the River Dragons down here by Cat Daddy's. It'll be in the lawn. That's, I believe, at 4 or 4:30 is when that kicks off, and that's for 2 or 3 hours. So that'll be a nice time. Come down, meet the River Dragons. The team will be there, and one of the players, you're going to love this, Kalen, he's one of the pitchers, is going to get up and play guitar and sing.
Nice.
We will probably have him do a couple of songs. So yeah, he's very good. He's actually been rehearsing with us.
So
So
he's going to get up and play a few songs and then pitch the next day.
Yeah.
He's like the Shohei Ohtani of the Riverbend.
I'm telling you, the
Doing
guy is-
stuff like that.
And what a nice young man he is. I mean, he's super nice. So that'll be a fun time. I invite everybody to come out there. Our next show will be at Roper's on the 27th.
That's more than a show.
That's
a
gonna be
filming event.
That's going to be a filming event, yes. So we're having a demo video done there. So if anybody wants to be in the video, bring your asses out and let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. We might even do some shots of Fireball. God knows I'm not allowed to do that anymore, but I might break the rules.
You got like 4 cameras. It's
yeah.
Edge Runner.
Yep, Edge Runner Productions is going to be out there filming. They'll have the 4 cameras up. It'll be recorded. We'll have the colored smoke and the lights and the whole works. It's going to be a great show. And every time we've played out at Roper's, it's always been a packed house.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find parking out there. We've done a wonderful job entertaining the crowds out there and just keeping the party rolling. And then after Roper's, I believe, is June 2nd.
It's the 3rd is Miles Davis.
June
right?
3rd. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. June 3rd. At Post Commons is the Miles Davis Jazz Festival. We're headlining for that. So that'll be a really good time. So if anybody wants to come out there, I think that is $30 a ticket to come out to the Miles Davis Jazz Festival. Great organization. Love those guys. That'll be a fun time. That'll be a great day as well.
Right, and then you'll be at Baker's and Hale on the 30th.
Baker and Hale.
Right, the 17th of July. That's a Monday. That's Fosterburg Park. Doing
Fosterburg Park. Oh, we're doing a couple. We're doing Fosterburg Park.
Rockin' with
on
Robert
Monday.
right after that.
And then, that's such a nice little gazebo, and a great crowd comes out there. They'll get 100 to 200 people out at Fosterburg Park just to hear the music. And they do that, I believe, for 9 weeks in a row during the summer, every Monday.
Yep.
And then the Rockin' with Robert will be the following day. That's at the Robert Wadlow statue right there on College. And we'll do a couple of hours there for them. I'm not sure what we'll play at that one, but that's always a fun event. I mean, if you like sitting outside in your lawn chair and listening to good music, you come out to hear Porch Cafe. It's the best you're going to hear.
Right. And then in August, Wild Pickins on the 5th and the Jerseyville block party on the 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Of August.
Yeah, the Jerseyville block party. That's going to be a fun time. We're going to be right downtown Jerseyville there. Wild Pickins, we just played there last weekend.
Yeah, 13.
And Todd, fantastic people. My God, they're just such nice folks. We had a great response from the crowd. The reply I had was, "Holy shit."
Whoa.
And I just, wow. So we did a great job. And I got to tell you, if you guys haven't heard Porch Cafe yet, you got to get out to a live show. It's like going to a concert. It really is a very good production, and I'm really proud of the family.
After the block party on the 11th, you're at the Grafton third shoot on the 12th, and Baker's and Hale on the 18th, and back to Roper's in August on the 26th. So,
yeah,
pretty busy summer.
We've got a nice busy summer and a couple of things that we haven't gotten on the schedule yet. We've got a private party that I've got to get on there, and possibly another show in Jerseyville, but we haven't confirmed them yet, so I'll just let that go at that.
And then in September, you do the Pride Fest in Alton, September 9th.
We'll do Pride Fest again. We're all about our community. Whatever we need to do, the Miles Davis thing, the Pride Fest.
Right, I see that.
I don't have on the schedule. We are supposed to do the expo on Sunday again, but I've got to get with them to find out exactly what day and make sure that's firmed up.
Right, and then the rest of the year, once a month at Roper's. Looks
Roper's
like you're
booked us 10 shows off the bat. Heard us once.
Yeah.
He said, "Come on down," and it's been wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
So that's September 23rd, October 28th. You're playing the legendary Turkey Eve at Roper's.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the biggest
Everybody
gig
knows
night.
about Skanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that's a fun time. My God, that's a good night.
Yeah.
And then Christmas, too. 12/23
Yeah.
at Roper's.
Already booked out to Christmas.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
smoky.
Well, we tried to pull it back towards the end of the year so everybody could have their holidays and fun time.
Yeah.
But I've already got things on my notepad. We're booking for next year already.
Yeah, I was going to say, but some really cool places that you're playing. A nice variety, a lot of community-oriented stuff, and pretty interesting calendar you got going there on porchcafe.com.
We've got some bigger things coming next year that I'm not at liberty to talk about right now, but some bigger things coming next year.
Can we talk about Bam?
Sure.
Okay, Bam's a guitar player that we talked about earlier. Brent's his real name, McCarthy, and he gave up BMX bike riding to pick up the guitar after he was at camp and seeing how much the girls were paying attention to the guitar player. Right?
Sure.
He's
Well, that's how I
stud
read
is
it.
what he is.
Yeah. So that story familiar to us all.
That's why we all
Right?
picked up guitars, man.
Right.
The girls will look at me if I got a guitar on.
He is a phenomenal guitar player and an absolutely wonderful person. Him and his wife is a family. They're just fantastic people, and I'm really happy to have him as a part of this. He's a cornerstone of the whole band.
Yeah. I bet he repairs his guitars too.
He does. Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's fixing on things, changing strings, building guitars.
Yeah.
He's very meticulous about it. Yeah,
Wow,
he does
yeah.
a wonderful job.
Sounds like an awesome group.
I-
People ought to
it's-
get out and check them out, I think.
And Brent sounds like a good guy to have in your band if he likes setting up guitars and stuff. It's like, my guitar could use a little adjusting here. Take it home.
I'll tell you what, he sets up the guitars. He explains how to set up the guitars, and he tells you everything about his shit I don't want to know about. But he'll tell you everything. I mean, he's really a very knowledgeable guy. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, neither of the guitar players play through amplifiers.
Oh, okay.
They play through pedal boards.
Interesting.
They both have boards that run through the system, and we run them stereo. So everything they have is patched through their pedal boards, and there's no amplifiers.
Yeah.
So that cuts down on a whole lot of weight in the trailer and a whole lot of packing and
Yeah.
hurting your back. But it sounds absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's really good.
Their drummer, Pigpen, J.J. Callahan,
Yeah.
we've heard this story a lot. He learned how to play drums in church,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? When you're 9 years old, you're looking up at that drum set after church. Might be why you was going to church, just so you could try them out afterwards.
Hoping to get
At
my shot at
9.
those drums, right?
Well, I heard he was beating on buckets when he was a kid. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true or not. But
Yeah, probably. So that's an interesting, tie
Yeah,
in
but
there.
the Buckets were his neighbors that lived down the road. It was not a good situation.
Oh yeah,
On the
Ma and Pa
Buckets.
Bucket and
I-
Johnny
Beating on
Bucket
the-
Jr.
Beating on the Buckets again, man. Poor Buckets didn't do nothing. So I am curious. This Edge Runner Productions that's shooting the video for you coming up. What's the date on that? That's
the 27th.
the 27th at Roper's Regal Beagle. You're shooting 5 songs. Is the plan?
Yeah, I believe it's 5 songs.
How did you get hooked up with these guys specifically?
These are folks, acquaintances and friends of other band members that we have. So they've agreed to come out and set up and do this video for us. The thing about it is, I don't even know what it's costing us. I have no idea because BAM has said, "Don't worry about it. Got it covered. Yeah, we'll see how that goes." But
Just like that, bam.
Yeah. I got it covered. Bam! That's why they call me Bam.
right. No, they call him Bam because he's short and blonde headed. And sometimes wears a leopard skin dress.
The visual got so much better right
Yeah,
there.
but dabba do.
Yeah, but damn it, don't. Oh, man.
Check them out, porchcafe.com. You guys do 60s, 70s, 80s music
Yeah,
and beyond.
90s, 2000s. We do. My God, they White Rabbit is one that my daughter does, and just smokes that song. It's amazing. And then she'll turn around and do Evanescence, Bring Me to Life.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, it just it
covers some ground.
When she does a heart song, there's a couple heart songs that she does that will pierce your ears if you're standing too close to the speakers. I mean, she just kills it. And then with Jason McAtee singing,
right?
My God, the guy's just amazing. I mean,
right, and then they let you sing too.
Well, they let me on stage every now and again. Now, I think I've got probably 6 or 8 songs, and I'll get up and I'll tell stupid stories. And
really,
yeah, same as I've always done. Yeah, same kind of fun stuff.
Didn't see that coming.
Do a shot with the crowd. I don't do the holler and swaller now. It's a Porch Cafe social, so I'm not allowed to say holler and swaller anymore.
Well, you're with family.
You're right.
Family affair.
I'm not allowed to tell the joke about the bass guy and the great fingers anymore. So they won't let me do it.
So I'm thinking Olivia's probably, being classically and opera trained, been singing her entire life as well.
Oh, yeah, since she was a kid.
Did she, rock out back then, or is this kind of new for her to be doing,
It's actually
cover
pretty
music?
new for her.
That's what
over
I thought.
The last 3 years.
Yeah.
Because she was doing opera productions and different shows that she would do, all classical opera stuff, in Latin. So I don't know that she knows how to speak Latin, but she can read the words and sing along with it.
She doesn't speak Latin per se.
Per se, right.
Remember Sarah Per Se from Real People?
I do
No,
not.
I don't think that was her name, actually.
Sarah Per Se. I like the name.
I just like going for something, nostalgic thing.
I like it.
You never watch Real People? Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Come on, Brant. You watch Real People.
I've seen Real People.
Okay, thank you.
I got to admit, I have.
Hey, we're talking about Kids in the Hall, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Back in the days when there was 4 channels.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Channel 2, 4, 5.
See?
We hit
11,
9
30.
and 30 and 11. So
Right.
we had a little more.
And that
before,
fuzzy
yeah.
station, whatever that was.
Channel 9, Channel 11, whatever it
that was
was.
a religious station.
UHF or something, I think it was
that
called.
the good stuff
There was the one
there.
right before Channel 2. If you click too far, it was the one right before Channel
Right.
2.
Oh, you're talking UHF. When
Yes.
we got, and you had to see the porn that would come in and out of
Oh, that was after cable came out
that
there.
was
though.
cable, yeah. That's
I remember that channel, though.
Scrambled porn.
My eyes are
There was a
still
band I was
crossed.
in.
Eyes are still crossed.
Oh man!
Be laying on the side looking.
Yeah, waiting for the fuzz to go away, so you might be
Did you
able
see
to catch
that?
a glimpse of something.
Might have been a light switch, but it might have been. I don't know what it was.
Might have been Pigpen.
Man, it used to be hard to get your porn back in the day. Now it's,
It's hard to not have it.
Right. Probably a reason it's
Why do you
free.
keep trying to sell me these enlargement pills? My wife been telling him about this or what?
You know for a fact that they only advertise what you talk about when you think they're not listening.
Or what? Yeah.
Well, so much for the
Think
family affair. We had to derail at some point.
It's,
We were being way too nice, so.
it seems a little too milquetoast.
Right.
So,
I still want to know if Will knows our new Robin Williams. So I gotta.
You want me to call him?
So he did know Robin Williams, but it's not the Robin Williams we all know and love.
The
It's
guy
just-
from Nashville.
No, Robin
Illinois.
Williams. He used to collect the coins whenever you'd get onto the Metro link over there.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just,
No, that was Robin Wilson.
See, it's so hard. It's so hard to remember.
I know.
It is so hard to remember. So there you go, Rockin' Robin. That's who it is. Porch Cafe. That's who we're talking to here. JODY Grinder.
.com.
JODYGrinder.com.
No, PorchCafe.com.
I don't have my own .com.
He probably does have his own.
JODYGrinder.com. I might check that.
He's
out.
done a nice job on that website. Did you set that up?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I set that
Good
up.
job.
I do all the content on it, and again,
I
I'm
read
a little
it,
behind on
just so you
catching
know.
up with a couple of dates, but
You do all the coding and you actually build the website, or
this website doesn't require coding, but yes, I've done the coding
Yeah,
for
gotcha.
websites.
Nice, nice.
This is kind of a plug and play, so it's a pretty cool website.
Lots to look at.
And it's
Weebly?
like, yeah, it's super cheap, but it's very limited.
This one's band
Bandzoogle. Yes.
Bandzoogle?
And,
Yeah.
That is what Cottonmouth.org is.
Yeah. Super
And
easy.
Graham Pagano's, all of his.
Oh, Graham does all his stuff. Yeah,
And
what a
Sarah
good guy.
Chute.
What do they charge you for that, do you know?
I think that one is $200 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. There's a lot of nice little things they throw in with that. So.
Yeah, excellent.
Yep, all your tracking and everything goes
Yeah,
on there.
and
I've been thinking of upgrading.
It's a good idea.
That's why I'm asking. I'm like, there's a good chance to get some information right here.
Yeah, well, I mean, Porch Cafe and Cottonmouth uses it. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't
Right.
you?
Yeah, you
I
know,
think
mean,
for
what the
us,
heck?
it was, the music content that you're able to put there, and the different ways to market that music content on the site that's really built for musicians. A lot of the other sites, not so much for
Right.
musicians. But
Oh,
this
and it's
one,
got a store, your online store, so you can literally create your items online, and people can go right to your website, go
Yeah.
to your store, and order right there. So if you wanted to order any Porch Cafe
Right.
stuff, go to porchcafeband.com. You can go right to our online store and order T-shirts, handbags, tennis shoes. Oh my God,
Tennis shoes?
Tennis, yes. See, we have tennis shoes.
you really?
Yes, we've got Porch Cafe
I got
tennis
everything
shoes.
but tennis shoes from you guys.
Well, you've got the Porch Cafe Speedos, too. They don't look good on you, but you've got them. That's all that.
I'll wear those in the hot tub in my backyard. Nobody wants to see that.
All right, so if you're thinking about signing up for Bandzoogle, just make sure you mention my name as your recommendation. I'll get a discount.
Well, wait. What about?
about Porch Cafe,
Definitely mention Cottonmouth.
Now go ahead. You can do Porch Cafe. I just wanted to throw that in. They do actually do
They do,
that
yeah, they
program.
I'm giving MattGrinder.com.
Matt Grinder, yeah. Better than Jody Foster this time around, so I'm all right with that.
I think
could be
Pigpen's
mad.
about to learn Photoshop and go to porchcafe.com and take your head and put it on all kinds of different
Oh
things.
my
So-
God, people do that anyway.
It's going to happen.
I put a picture up not too long ago, and somebody made a meme of it. And I'm thinking, well, that's your dirty dogs.
That was awfully meme of you.
Yeah, it was a meme of me, and I was just sitting there smiling. Oh well.
Oh, man. So there you go.
All right, 10
Our guest is Jody Grinder from the band Porch Cafe, which includes 3 of his children, Will Levi, Olivia Levi, and Lenny Jr. Levi, along with Brent McCarty, TJ, and Jason McAtee. That rounds out the big band that we...
And Big Don Lanier. don't
And Big
forget.
Don Lanier
Yeah.
is the sound,
And-
the guy running the front of the house there.
And former Mayor Brent Walker with the bus.
The roadie.
The roadie.
You got the bus, too,
And
right?
he's got the bus.
Got the
Yes,
bus.
he's got the tour
Got the
bus.
RV.
You got to have a driver.
Got to have a driver.
Right.
So there you go. Well, hey, thanks for coming down and telling us about your new band. Anything else you got that you want to tell us about?
Well, I wasn't sure. I kind of thought there might be questions come up about previous events, and I was waiting for that to
Oh,
happen.
yeah.
I'm just waiting.
Don't know. I'm
You mean
not
the-
sure what
the flip the frog
previous
thing?
events you
Oh,
got.
well,
I'm not sure
I
what
listened to your show.
Okay.
So.
I'm not sure what previous events
Yeah.
we're
Just the-
leading into here.
I get it all the time. What made you go to Porch Cafe? What
Oh,
made you
yeah.
do that?
Gotcha.
You know?
It's amazing.
And
Pandemic's
we
what I
had
heard.
we had a very popular band.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, and a great relationship. And I still love the guys. They're wonderful people. At my age, given the opportunity to play with my family
Yeah.
that I've wanted to forever, I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
See,
sounds
and
good.
this is why I didn't ask the question.
That's
It's very
kind of-
obvious to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I
didn't
felt,
ask the
too. I
question.
was like,
Dude, I thought you would for sure. I'm like, Pigpen's going to ask me.
No, to
John's
me,
gonna ask me.
To me, it's very obvious. If I had a chance to make a band with my kids, I would be like, yes, let's do that right now.
Oh, it's yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When we had Flip the Frog in, my whole attention went straight to Darren Lemaire, who I grew up with and had no idea he was in Flip the Frog. So we talked about like hanging out and playing as
fun
kids.
stuff.
That's right. I kind of forgot.
Yeah,
That's right,
because
you're
like I
talking about-
hadn't seen him in a while. Even though he lives on the same street my mother lives on, where I grew up.
Right.
And I see him. He's a jogger. I see him jog by, but I didn't know he was in Flip the Frog. So when I seen him, I was like, whoa.
Blast from
Yeah.
the pastime. Yeah,
That's what I
kind of
remember.
forgot about that.
That's
See,
awesome.
I
That was a
forget
pretty good
about all the
interview,
things. I'm
too.
glad you remember the things that happened and remind me.
Yeah.
Glad you brought up Jodie Foster because I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Great movies too, Joey.
Yeah.
I brought up Vintage Voices too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, and that's what I mean. And I
Ever one for him? Why are you here?
I'm the eye candy. You're the eye candy. Oh, wait, it just shows what a sad state we're in. That's all that is, man.
I'm pretty sure this happens in every episode.
It does.
He realizes he doesn't even know why he's here. It's not a stick, folks.
I
It's
don't
real.
even know where I am, let alone why I'm there. We're here to shoot dice, people. We're going to be shooting craps tonight. What is the deal with craps? Why come a 7's good sometimes and bad sometimes?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, you got 7 there.
You got 7
There you go,
right
you've
there.
been a winner.
All right. We're getting
And we got a winner.
on a
So,
warm
there you
summer's
go.
evening. Anyways.
All right, so
On
there you go,
Alton
man.
Music?
I feel like I know the band Porch Cafe before I even know them.
They got a website. When a band has a website
It always helps.
with Bandzoogle, recommend me.
With bands recommended by 3
Some-
out of 5
Hey,
people.
Somebody on the payroll, Bandzoogle?
I'm
Super easy to use
hoping we're
too,
getting a
right?
kickback.
It is.
Yeah,
Very,
super
very
easy.
easy.
Yeah,
you could do Bandzoogle all day. It's simple.
I don't know if Big Pig could do
Yeah,
that.
maybe not. Never.
Bandzoogle.
If you could Photoshop,
I could play a
You would have
band.
had to graduate through, middle school. Did you? You got there, did you?
I almost got my grade 10. Almost.
Oh man.
Oh man, so there you go. Hey, thanks a lot for coming back down and telling us about the new band. We've been talking back and forth a while about getting you in here, and it just finally it takes a minute for it to work out. The
Well,
schedule.
some of us have
Are popular.
better memories than others, and
I don't even remember what we're talking about right now.
yeah. God bless.
I don't have a good short-term memory or long-term memory or short-term memory.
Or short term.
Anything.
What were we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we were talking
He was
about the
wrapping
band.
up.
We were talking about the band Porch Cafe. Again, the big video shoot is on the 27th.
Yep.
A week from this Saturday,
Yep.
correct?
Week
1
from
week
Saturday.
from this
Yep.
Saturday, and that is out at Roper's Regal Beagle. And if you are interested in seeing Porch Cafe, this would be a great chance because you get to see them not only play, but you get to be in their video.
Right.
Yeah.
And that makes the video
in the
look
video.
way better. So
And-
make sure you come. Actually.
And it does make the video look a lot better.
Yeah.
So
Help out,
everybody
support.
get out there and support Porch Cafe with the video shoot. Best of luck to you with the video shoot and with all of the crazy schedule you got coming up for the next now to Christmas.
Yeah, we've got some stuff. So thanks for having us out here, man.
Sure.
I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Hey,
Absolutely.
thanks, Matt Van Morrison,
Van Morrison.
Mr. Donut,
Mr. Donut.
Macias Insurance. Yeah, thank him and thank Halpin Music. Those are the ones that make sure this happens. Obviously, Pigpen and I don't know what we're doing. We're just showing up.
Who's just here showing up?
I'm here because Halpin told me to be here. Matt said he would cancel my insurance for me to
Right.
come.
See, you don't know how tough these guys are.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Hey,
they're
we-
great people.
but
Thanks for
seriously,
their support.
Big thanks to Halpin Music Company for 10 years, whatever they've been supporting us, and Matt Van Boris of Macias Insurance. Thanks to all of you out there listening. Make sure you check out the band Porch Cafe.
.com.
Check them out at porchcafe.com or just get out there to Roper's Regal Beagle. And make sure no matter what, you definitely get out and support local music and art.
Amen.